EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dragons of Tokyo.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Dragons need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 53 yards. Well, Charles, before the game, we were talking with him and said, hey, you know you're close to 65,000 career passing yards. I know.
How did you do that?
He just kind of smiled and walked away, but he just passed that number, 65,000 career passing yards.
I always get a kick out of it when they don't want to talk about it. But if you had said a number that was incorrect,
he would
have corrected you and then said, but I'm not really thinking about it.
Congratulations, Noah. Now just 5,000 away from 70K. Unbelievable. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. Touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll try and run the option.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Hurts to throw.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Atkins. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Rodgers.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark it down the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Well, that'll be caught by Cobb.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's brought in by Harris.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Jalen Hurts
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
and the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Now he's loose at the 40. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 10.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they rattle off a big one. 56 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. McCaffrey on the toss right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 14.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dragons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And just shutting him off there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Caught by London.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris. Into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts on the option right.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And now we won't see a play on first down. Timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Zappe in trouble, and he's going down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. More play action here with Zappe.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Zappe back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Fighting him off. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll pick up a 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Zappe will try to sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Bailey Zappe,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are all tied at 28.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third and 19.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. That's brought in downfield by London.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Zappi off play action.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
They bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Here's Zappi. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Gets around him.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Now Zappi.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now a run and maybe a reverse, but no, he'll keep it himself.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Zappi looks to throw it into the hands of London.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 19 yards.
Off the fake, Zappi.
He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Now Zappi.
He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Zappi from the gun. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
45, Dragons 28. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. Mike Evans with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Patterson now for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Looking to throw, Zappi.
Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Zappi throwing again here on 2nd down. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Play fake, and now here's Zappi.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
And Zappi to throw.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete, as time has